Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10 Minute Mailbag. It is Monday, and it is the first 10 Minute Mailbag of Season 2 of MLB The Show 24. Now, I understand very much that interest in this game is cratering. I can tell by several things. I can tell by the viewership directory on Twitch, and I can tell by the interaction on these YouTube videos. So if you're still hanging around, even if you're not still playing the game, but if you're still hanging around the channel, first of all, thank you. I love you. Second of all, the biggest thing you can do, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, spread this across the wonderful world of the YouTube algorithm. It helps me out more than you realize. But I digress. Let's get away from the content creator conversation and instead talk about MLB The Show. In the 10-minute mailbag every single Monday, I answer your MLB The Show questions, whatever they are. You can comment them down below. Good for the algorithm. Sorry, had to bring it back one more time. Or you can join the Discord. Join the Discord. We talk about a lot of things there, but we have a dedicated channel to the 10-minute mailbag, and if you leave your questions there, you have a pretty good chance of getting them answered here. So we have 4 Season 2 questions today. They all come from the Discord. If you're a YouTube commenter, I will promise I will do my best to get to your questions next week as well, but this week, Discord brought the fire. Kenny, why are you on the Collections tab? Just wait a second, and you will see. Okay, our first question today has to do with a lot of cards. That's the easiest way to find them, right here. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, begin. Our first question today comes from SportsBallFan09. What is your initial reaction to TA 2.1, Season 2, Part 1? Do any of these cards have much value or improve your God Squad? So, what I am about to say comes from a place of somebody who has completed the Live Series collection. And if you're not there yet, that's fine. That's no pressure. However, in my opinion, if you completed the Live Series collection, Team Affinity Season 2 Chapter 1 does virtually nothing for your team. Nothing. That, of course, changes based on swing preference. Maybe you like some guys over others, theme teams, etc. I understand that. I recognize that. I'm not saying all these cards are crap, because they're not all crap. However, if you compare them just on a head-to-head level with those core cards you got from collections for Live Series, the Team Affinity cards don't necessarily hold up. So let's go through the Team Affinity cards. And I'll just, I'm not going to review every single one, but I'll be like, oh, this guy's okay. Mark Canha, of course. Very fun. Very, I don't want to say very good because he's clearly lacking in certain categories here, but he's a fun card. He fits a theme team. He plays a lot of positions. That's important. And then that's really where it stops. Bo Bichette's okay. Real ones know Zach Collins has one of the most elite swings of all time, so if you're in desperate need of a catcher or looking to try somebody fun, I wouldn't hate you if you use Zach Collins, and I'm being entirely serious there. This Josh Hader was nuked by being a starting pitcher. If he was a reliever, he'd be in your bullpen. This was a stupid decision. I understand why he's a starter. He was a starter when he came up. Not the point. Forrest Whitley's okay. We're going to talk about him more in a few minutes, though, probably. You guys know I love J.P. Crawford. That card sucks, though. Garrett Hampson, you want a pinch runner? He's got perfect speed, basically. Parallel 1, he's got everything 99. Nope. I guess. No. Eddie Rosario ain't bad. He's got high clutch. That makes him at least a decent bench bat, actually, if you wanted to put him on your God Squad. Victor Robles, base runner. Fielding replacement. Anthony Santander's got a great swing, but again, he's like a fringe guy, right? And that's it. That's it. Royce Lewis is okay because he got high clutch, but don't put him in against a lefty. In my world in which I create and organize how this game works, 89s for the first Team Affinity are fantastic for launch night. But then, recognizing that core cards and wild cards exist, Team Affinity Chapter 1 of Season 2 should start at 91s or 92s. That's my hot take, potentially. However, it makes too much sense to not do that because all these 89s are just binder cards. Again, unless you don't have Live Series done, and that is the assumption I'm making here because I have finished Live Series. The game's been out for a few months. Not everybody, but there are a lot of people that have it finished. And people who don't have it finished wouldn't be upset if the cards were 91s or 92s. So it helps everybody out. So that's my take. Overall, my team hardly has changed with any of these guys. It's just a fact. So thank you for your question, and we're going to move on here to Claydough52. What is your opinion on the Season 2 XP path structure? XP for bosses, evolution structure, wildcards, etc. I like the way they did wildcards. We'll start there. We don't need to dwell on it that much, but I do like the way they did wildcards. In terms of XP, I think they gave out more XP at the start, which I appreciate. Like, I've played, granted, a few hours of Team Affinity so far in Season 2, and I'm at 220k XP. That is light years past where I was at the same time, at the same point last season. So I love that making progress. It's a good thing. I love this idea where it's the same 3 guys in each boss pack, each set or each step of the way, for a lot of reasons. Number one, you could think about this too. You're getting 6 free cards to lock into your collections because it's 2 packs and you get all 3 each time. So that's just an easy 6 cards. Let's not complain about that. Why would we? Secondly, some people called it lazy content, and while I see where they're coming from, I don't agree, respectfully. Because one of the larger complaints of Season 1, which was valid, 100%, and I agree with, is that it took too long to get to the 99s. You didn't have enough time with the bosses. Now, you technically could have some time with the bosses. They just might not be the 99 overall versions. And I kind of like that, because look at this. Chipper Jones as a 95 doesn't suck. Fielding's bad, of course, but it doesn't suck. Like, realistically, this is a good card. This Griffey, I have a problem with the way they build just about every Griffey card. I don't understand why they don't, like, juice him like crazy, because he's Ken fucking Griffey. But regardless, the Griffey is not horrible. It's not the best. 87 clutch just blows my dick off. And then 95 Roy Halladay's good too. Like, he's good. Hits per 9 could be better. K per 9 could be better. But, like, he's good. He's got the pitch mix, 5 pitches, good control, BB per 9. He's got everything else you'd want. 99 break. So I enjoy this. Very much a fan of this quasi-evolution type of path, we'll call it. And then for the bosses, they were like, guys, we did such a great thing for you. Everybody love us. Look what we did. We made it easier to get the bosses. First one's only at 1 million. That's still a ways down the path. It is too early for me to say whether this improvement is actually an improvement. I need to see how much XP they keep giving us during program drops, during how many more double XP weekends we get. They said they were going to do it. Talk is cheap. I want to see it. But all things considered, it is trending in a better direction progression-wise than Season 1. Execution-wise, totally have to still see, but progression-wise, I think they made slight improvements. Slight ones. The game is still not in a healthy place. There's still too many packs. I'm not commending necessarily the game. What I am saying, though, is in a vacuum, the XP progression is better. That was the question. That is the answer. So thank you for your question. Moving on now to SimGod Apocalypse, a.k.a. the original 561 on YouTube. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's a graph. But basically, who are like the 89 overall Team Affinity Season 1 glitchy starters that might be good, like Greinke and Brandon Webb? There are a couple. We'll go back to this collection screen. I don't know if they're going to make my team, but I could see them being used, and I could see them being okay. Forrest Whitley, honestly, primary sinker with a cutter, throws kind of hard-ish. Good K per 9. He's not bad. 85 stamina means he's not going to pitch very long. 5 innings, maybe 6 innings, depending on how economical you are. But I like the build of this card. No quirks, of course. But I like the build of this card. Not bad. Forrest Whitley could be okay. Merrill Kelly could be okay as well. Cutter sinker. Better stamina. More break. A little funkier of a type of pitcher. I struggle to pick up Merrill Kelly's delivery. I might be the only one on earth. I can't hit this guy. No matter his live series, a 99, this one can't hit him. That's a personal problem. Tanner Scott, I mean, he's not a starter, but like, I guess if you need a lefty reliever, I think Tanner Scott is horrid. I think he's easy to read. Matt Manning, he's kind of stinky caca. I would say it is probably Merrill Kelly and Forrest Whitley. If I had to rank them, I'd probably put Forrest Whitley first, but Merrill Kelly's close. Those would be the 2 starters I think might be all right. I'm not going to use them, like, for reference point. Don't pay attention to this lineup. It's a grind lineup. Okay, this is my God Squad as of now. I have the Luis Castillo boost equipped. Not sold on it yet. My pitching staff is Pedro Martinez core card. The 91 Roy Halladay. We'll see how he does. I'm a stupid Yankee fan, so I bought Clark Schmidt. Sinker cutter. Not bad. Tariq Skubal, because he gets a boost from Luis Castillo. So that's where I'm at. Pitching's all about feel, though, so if you're good with somebody else, go ahead and use them. But that's kind of where I'm at. So, SimGod, thank you for your question. And it looks like what our last one will be, Skato. Have you heard or seen the challenge failed error? Super frustrating, but it happens whenever you want to play online. I'm not sure how common it is, but I've seen a lot of discussion about it on forums. And I was hoping you could bring it to someone's attention. Yeah, SDS, if you're watching, please fix this. Knock on wood, it's never happened to me this year. It did happen to me a little bit last year, but not this year. It seems to be a very random situation. I don't know if it is connected to your internet connection. I don't know if it's connected to your account for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it's connected to. I don't think you're at fault for anything. But I don't know how to fix it. And I hope someone does. If someone knows how to fix it, please comment down below. Help the people. This is a community. We want to help each other out. The challenge failed thing is exceptionally frustrating because there are already so little things to do in this game. So few things to do in this game. And by eliminating all of the online play, you essentially have nothing left to do. So yeah, I hope it's fixed. It needs to be fixed. It's like a fundamental flaw in the game's coding. And fixing it would be pretty neat, especially at the start of a season. Now, we do have a patch coming next week. Hallelujah. It's a foul ball patch, but who knows what else they might sneak in there. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gents, that will do it for this week's 10-minute mailbag. If you have any further questions that I did not get to, anything else you think might be helpful for Season 2, folks to know, comment it down below. We have conversations in the comments. We ask questions in the comments, and I will do my best to get to your questions next week. Thank you guys for making it to the end. Enjoy your grinding these next few weeks, and I love you all. See you next time.